Right, one more today, and then I only have 4 left to do. I don't even remember what I was talking about in the last one. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Markets, social events. Let's talk about Mandalorian Season 2. So, if you follow really anything Star Wars related, either on Facebook or Insta or whatever, Reddit, blogs. Does anyone even blog anymore? I don't think so. You would see or would have seen that someone caught a glimpse of Boba Fett's helmet and maybe jetpack. By the way, I fucked up this Ray match, but whatever, who cares? And I lose to Brometheus, but that's okay. Someone saw Boba Fett's helmet and jetpack on Din Djarin's speeder bike in one scene. And anecdotally, I saw a post that, I think I mentioned this, Tim Morrison's CV was posted somewhere. CV, curriculum vitae, also known as a resume, was posted on some show, not here, I don't know where. And it lists him as Boba Fett in Mandalorian. So we could see Boba Fett in Mandalorian Season 2, which is awesome. Because we know that Favreau and Filoni definitely like or enjoy and revere and respect some of the expanded universe, or, well, old expanded universe novels and books that largely now have passed into legend. They are no longer canon. However, we know that Filoni re-canonized Grand Admiral Thrawn in Rebels, because Thrawn is one of the greatest villains ever written. Favreau re-canonized some of young Han Solo's origin story, which was, well, actually, it wasn't Favreau, I apologize, but Favreau was involved in the project, but it ultimately was not written or directed by him, I don't think. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Solo was written by the Kasdan father-son team, which is also still good because the Kasdans wrote Empire Strikes Back, amongst other things, and we all love that. So clearly, there is a part of the current Lucasfilm, let's call them the Brains Trust, for lack of a better term. There is a contingent of the Lucasfilm Brains Trust that has a proper respect for some of the old expanded universe stories, because some of them are very good. Some of those novels are very, very good, including but not limited to the Thrawn trilogy. And if you are any kind of an old expanded universe nerd, you will know that Boba, despite his seemingly untimely demise at the pit of Carkoon in Return of the Jedi, manages to, I don't know, a combination of jetpack or grapple hook his way out of the Sarlacc and survive. That was in one of the books, because, look, Boba Fett is not, or at least used to be, a lot like, I was going to say, it's not unlike Darth Maul, used to be a lot like Darth Maul, insofar as one of the, Darth Maul and Boba Fett are two fairly cult-inspiring characters, despite having very little screen time or dialogue. I mean, Boba Fett was an instant cult fan favorite. Again, similar to Maul, with a grand total of like 10 minutes of screen time. And old Expanded Universe writers wanted to revive the character and give him a lot more depth, and they did. So the same thing happened with Darth Maul, except that is still canon, luckily. Anyway, so Boba Fett is almost 100% certainty alive in Star Wars after the events of Return of the Jedi. Whether he survives beyond the several seasons of Mandalorian, or even just the second season of Mandalorian, we don't know. Or maybe it's a flashback, or maybe it's a vision. I don't know. More than likely, he is alive. We did kind of have a little bit of an Easter egg that he might be alive in episode, I think, 6 of this first season. On the episode on Tatooine, when Ming-Na Wen is killed, the bounty hunter, I forget what her first name is, but Shan, no relation to Bastila Shan, at least we don't think. There is a figure that comes across her corpse, and there is a distinct, almost cowboy stirrup jingle from his boots, and Boba Fett is one of the only, is probably is the only character in Star Wars that has cowboy boots. Has cowboy, spurs. Yes, I promise I have a brain. So Boba has spurs. If you look at photos of Boba, he's got spurs. And there's a distinct spur jingly jangle when this otherwise unknown character approaches Ming-Na Wen's corpse. I kind of wish she had made it more than just a one episode, because she is hot, certainly for her age. And she is a massively well-trained martial artist, an action star, and I really would have liked to have seen her in more than just the one episode, but in a way it kind of was okay, because you have maybe not a A-list actor, but certainly a name known to nerds, right? And that's what's important. We're the important ones. She was in fucking Street Fighter. So, yeah. All but guaranteed, Boba Fett is in Season 2. I don't know if it's officially on IMDb yet, but technically anyone can edit and add to or contribute to IMDb. But pretty certain we're going to see a really old, craggled Boba Fett, which is going to be great. Also means we'll maybe see another Boba Fett in Swigo, which could be interesting, depending on how long he's in the show for, what kind of an impact he has. We're definitely going to see a second version of Din Djarin, 100%. I'm surprised we haven't seen anything about IG-11 yet, seeing as IG-88 is a login character for this month. We still have a week left, so maybe we'll see something in the next... Actually, it would probably be next week, because tomorrow is... Or by the time I release this, it'll be Thursday already, and usually their releases are on Thursday. So it won't be this week, but maybe next week, or maybe, I don't know, first week in October, we will see. So I would love to see IG-11. Queel, I'm kind of indifferent. about Queel. Although I guess if you have IG-11, you kind of have to have Queel. Of course, we are going to see Moff Gideon at some point, probably with second season. So in the next month or so. I still think and hope that it'll be similar to Grand Admiral Thrawn's release, insofar as you needed the entire Phoenix team in order to unlock Thrawn. I would like to see the same, and I've said it before, I would like to see the same when it comes to Moff Gideon. I would like to see, us needing Din Djarin, Cara Dune, Greef Karga, and whatever other characters they release, again, presumably IG-11 and or maybe Queel, in order to unlock Gideon. That would be really good. Although I'm not looking to spend more money than I already do on this game, I'm surprised that we haven't seen, or maybe won't see, the flamethrower trooper. I mean, there are a lot of Imperial troopers that could be in the game that aren't yet. I mean, Scout Trooper, we don't have a Mud Trooper, which is from Solo. One could argue that maybe we don't want that one, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we have two Hoth troopers, Rebel Hoth troopers. We have the Scout and the Soldier, so that's stupid. Why not have a biker Scout trooper? I would like to see more clones while we're at it, while we're talking about troopers. We'll see if they circle back around to that when they aren't in the middle of GLs and Mando content that is imminent, not just forthcoming, but imminent. Maybe they'll circle back around to some Clone Wars content as bridge gaps, I guess. Because look, Pon's already in the game. Any of the numerous annoying as fuck clone troopers that we face and are regularly killed by in TB. I mean, well, I guess maybe not killed by, but some of them are really, really good. So I don't see why they wouldn't want to add Pons, at least. There are a couple great clone tunes that they already have all the mechanics down for in this game that they could very easily release as playable and make a few bucks off of it. Again, not looking to spend more money than I already do necessarily, just if we're looking in terms of a, well, so to speak, content deluge. I mean, they could certainly go that way. All right.